Hey, how you doing? Today I am going to ride this morning. So I thought I would share with you my pre-ride routine. I find routines and having routines just help me with my confidence, help me feel just a bit more prepared, a bit more confident. I have been away on holiday for the past 4 days. I came back on Monday evening. Today is Wednesday. So Pedro was last ridden on Thursday, so almost a week ago. I feel okay at the moment. When I was coming up, I was like, how am I feeling? Think how I'm feeling. And like how it was physically showing up in my body rather than putting a name to it. And I was like, well, my shoulders feel tight. My tummy feels a little tight. My legs feel a little wobbly. My instinct would be to name that as feeling nervous, feeling a bit anxious. But I know that fear shows up in the same way that excitement does. So it's trying to decide, has my brain just named these feelings instantly? I feel them and instantly my brain goes, oh, you're feeling anxious, rather than, oh, you're feeling excited. So it's working out, what do I actually feel? Right now, I feel totally fine. I feel totally fine. And thinking about it, what am I expecting to happen in this ride? I'm expecting to get on and ride my pony. I'm not expecting anything to happen. I'm expecting to have a nice time, to finish up and feel pleased that I rode and pleased with my boy because he's amazing. So yeah, I'm not actually expecting anything to happen. So there's no need for my brain to name how the feelings in my body were as anything other than excitement. Yeah. And feelings are fleeting. Feelings don't stay. Feelings aren't truth. So anyway, enough blabbing, on with my routine. So the first thing I do in my routine is my boy gets an Equine Exceed camera bite. I do think it works. I do think it kind of helps keep him relaxed. He doesn't really need it for schooling. It's more like to give them to him for hacking, but it just is, it's another thing that helps me feel a bit more confident that I know he's had one, and it's not like doing anything to his body. It's not like harming him or making him any different. It sort of enables them to cope a bit better if situations arise where they do feel a bit worried, and stops that kind of build up of adrenaline, I guess. It lets them just kind of let it go a bit more. So it doesn't stop him spooking, it just stops him holding on to any worry or tension if he does spook, basically. So yeah, one of these just gives me a little bit of peace of mind. Hi. Who are you chatting to? Who are you chatting to? You got what's up, you know, you've been home last night. Where are you? You're warm, you're warm. Come on then. It's okay. Come on the gate. A big fuel lorry thing has just driven onto the yard as I was bringing him in. So that's kind of set my feelings off again. So what I do when I kind of feel like I can feel it in my chest, I can feel my breathing's maybe getting a bit faster. I can feel tension in my shoulders, just kind of in my legs as well. Yeah, and sort of feelings in my stomach. So what I do when that starts to happen, is I do a breathing technique called box breathing. So what it is that you do is you breathe in through your nose for 4, hold for 4, breathe out through your mouth for 4, hold for 4, and you just kind of do this a couple of times till your sort of system resets. So that's what I'm going to do. It just sort of it's almost like it resets your nervous system. It slows everything down. And that's another massive part of this, is just, I need to take my time. That's why it takes me quite a long time to get ready to ride. So I'm not someone at the moment who can be like, oh, I'm going to quickly tack up and go for a quick ride. I can't do that at the moment. I need to take my time. I have steps that I go through. Anytime I feel heightened, I guess, I just take a moment, take a few breaths, slow down again, and just keep it all zen. Keep it all zen. Something else, and this, I don't know, this is more just routine, but if I'm riding in the morning or at the end of the day, I do feed Pedro before I ride. All he gets is a balancer and like a tiny bit of chaff. It's not like he's on any particular hard feeder. That's why I'm still doing my breathing. He's not like on any particular hard feed, so it's not going to affect him when ridden. He also always has hay before he's ridden. I'd never bring him tack up ride without giving him something. He always comes into hay. So even if it's middle of the day and he's not being fed, he'll always come into hay. Don't you? Yes, he says, I always have hay. Okay, so he's had his breakfast. I'm going to take his rugs off and put his massage pad on, because that is the next thing. Okay, I know, you're all right. So something else I find that helps me a bit, if like now, you know, things are still, the breathing helps a bit, but things are still kind of swirling around a bit, is just to really stop and think what is happening right now in this moment, because my brain is really tempted to switch to what ifs, and I'm trying to not let that happen, or just be like, yeah, but what's happening now? What's happening right now in this moment? So right now in this moment, he's chilling, eating his hay. He's got his nice massage pads on, and I am going to go and sort out his field. And in fact, I can hear the big truck leaving, which will no doubt help me. So silly, because like we came in past it. It came in as I was bringing him in. We had to stop, back up into a space, and he was like, all right, yeah, that's fine. It parked up and we walked past. So yeah, like, there's no reason for it to trigger anything in me, but it has. And anyway, it's away now. So I am going to go leave him for a bit. Sometimes that helps as well. If I just kind of, if I'm feeling like this, obviously he senses it. So it can help him if I just walk away, get something else done, leave him for 20 minutes with his massage pad, and I will go and sort his field out for riding. The other thing that I find helps is if I say to myself, look, you know what, you don't have to ride. Be nice to do something. So maybe tack up and take him down to the field, do a bit of groundwork, but have like a minimum that I'm going to do. So the minimum would be to have him tacked up and take him down to the field, because really there's no reason not to do that, because it's a lovely day. It's sunny, it's not windy, it's cold, but we've got warm things. So yeah, there's no reason for me not to do that. So that is just something else that I do. I kind of talk through my brain, what's happening right now, and focus kind of on that. A little bit of mindfulness, I guess, in the moment, mindfulness. So yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to go and sort his field out, put some poles out, because that's another thing we'll talk about. So what I was going to say was that I find if I have these kind of feelings, it's good to have something to work on. So I have set some poles up. Now, one of these exercises, I've got some little cone things out as well. One of these exercises was something I saw on a YouTube video. I can't remember the person's name. It wasn't someone I'd ever watched before, but it was like a figure of 8 exercise over jumps. But she had cones put out, so sort of you had to go through the cones, I guess, for straightness. So I have put cones out and I put poles on the ground to do a figure of 8. And I've also put some walk poles out as well, just because they were here in the field. So I thought, well, rather than put them away, may as well as well, make use of them. So that is my school set out with little cones and things and poles and stuff, so that I've got something to focus on. So I have groomed him now. There was someone else here and I didn't really want to do this. Yeah, anyway, he's been brushed. Just a quick brush over it with a curry comb, and I've brushed his mane out as well, not his tail because it's filthy and needs a wash. He's an itchy boy. He's really needing a clip. I'm going to try and bath him and clip him after I ride, I think. But yeah, so grooming has happened. I haven't done his feet yet, so I'll do that actually. And then I will tack up and I'll show you the kit that we use. This is, it just helps his saddle fit a little better. His saddle is fitted with the gel pad, and yeah, it just kind of helps it fit a bit better. I bought it initially because I'd started to do sitting trot and was bouncing quite a lot and just wanted something that would add a bit of shock absorption. So that's kind of why we have that. 2 reasons. So Pedro is ready, everything apart from his bridle, so now it's time for me to get ready. I always wear my body protector when I ride. Again, it gives me a bit of confidence, and yeah, I do. I wear it every time I ride. I have considered getting one of those, they're called shadow back protectors, they're called, you know, the ones that's basically just your back, nothing on your front. I have considered getting one of those, but I'm not sure what my thoughts on it are. I've never seen one in the flesh. I've never really seen anybody give like what I would consider to be an unbiased opinion. It's always been people who are like ambassadors or supported riders for a particular brand that I've seen wearing them and talk about them. So this is stiff. I haven't worn it in a while. There we go. This is one of the body protectors that it, like, as it warms up with your body heat, it kind of molds to the shape of your body. So because it's been sat in a cold tack room for a week, it's gone a bit hard and stiff. But that's that one on. I'm going to put my jumper on top. Body protectors are designed to be worn on top of thin layers. So I'm going to put my jumper on over the top because it's chilly out there. And then boots and hat on. Might take a moment to do another little bit of breathing before I put his bridle on and get going. Right, so clever me forgot to press record when I put his bridle on, but basically what I was saying is he wears an ear bonnet. This is one that has padded ears, so it just kind of deadens any sudden noise. And yeah, I think that's about all I said. And then I put his bridle on, and he's a very good boy to get his bridle on. He has also got his neck strap on. This is a Salou one. The one of these on the other side isn't there. I don't know why, so I'm about to go and try and find that. Okay, I've found it. I have no idea why I've taken it off. They're a bit of a fankle to put back on because it's such a long bit of leather. Let him scratch his face. So yeah, they can be a bit of a ankle to put on, but hopefully. Okay, so I'm going to put a quarter sheet on him, good boy, because I find if he is warm, then he's always totally chill. So we pop one on. And that is our pre-ride routine.
I would be up waiting for you if you had to leave. I would wait a lifetime if you were at sea. I just wanna say that I feel that our love is real. Maybe we should hurry up and seal the deal. Oh, oh, I just wanna love you right. Oh, oh, love you till the end of time. I just wanna hold you for forever. Every day you're making me better. 'Cause a love like this is rare, and I wanna take you there.